Welcome to the deep dive. So today, you've brought us this really interesting report. It's exploring how a single person using AI could potentially build a huge business.
Yeah, maybe even one of those one-person unicorns, right?
Yeah,
$1 billion company.
exactly. So our mission today is to, cut through the hype a bit, figure out what's really possible, what the actual challenges are for these solo AI founders.
It's a pretty compelling idea, isn't it? The report suggests things are shifting, like the sophisticated AI tools, automation.
Mm.
It's kind of leveling the playing field,
Hmm.
making it actually conceivable that one person, but amplified by AI, could achieve a scale that, well, used to need big teams.
Right, not just automating tasks, but
Mm.
like a force multiplier.
Exactly. That's a good way to put it.
Okay, so let's dig into the reality then. What are the big hurdles? The report flags, the technical side, deep knowledge, right?
Mm.
Algorithms, machine learning.
Yeah, and the heavy-duty computing needed,
Yeah.
GPUs, those specialized processors.
Mhm.
Oracle points that out. For training, running the
Yeah.
models. It's significant.
And someone on Reddit mentioned like keeping up. The pace of AI innovation, it's relentless. Feels like a full-time job itself.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, yes, user-friendly tools are popping up, but if you want to build something really innovative, you often still need that solid grasp of what's underneath
Right.
and that need to constantly learn. It's not just a nice to have, it's survival when you're alone.
Okay, then there's the whole other side, the business stuff. Marketing, sales, finding customers, all while trying to stand out. Exponential X mentioned how crowded the AI space is getting.
Yeah, and they also stressed attracting the right users,
Hmm.
maybe focusing more B2B. Businesses with real ongoing problems your AI can solve.
Instead of just casual users, the AI tourists.
Exactly. That focus is vital. A solo founder only has so much time, so much money. Niching down makes a ton of sense. B2B often means clearer money-making paths, longer relationships.
And the resource drain must be intense. Your time, capital, even just paying for API access to powerful models like LLMs, as that Reddit user noted, it adds up.
It really does. And Aleph One brought up the isolation factor too. No built-in support system.
Hmm.
But, those constraints can sometimes spark creativity. Solo founders get incredibly resourceful. But yeah, burnout is a huge risk. Building a network, advisors, mentors, it's key.
But it's not all doom and gloom. The report highlights advantages too, like being super agile, making decisions fast. Pitch Bob mentioned that no endless meetings, right?
Yeah, exactly. That speed can be a massive edge in AI. Things move so quickly. Pivoting fast based on feedback without all the internal red tape, that's valuable.
Plus, having a really clear, undiluted vision. Startup Stash pointed that out.
Yeah, that singular focus often translates into a really coherent, effective product.
And maybe the biggest plus, using AI itself, like a virtual co-founder, automating tasks, boosting your own output. Forbes and IBM talked about that.
And SIF did mention the strategy of targeting really specific niches, tailored AI solutions or smaller markets.
So AI helps you scale yourself, essentially.
Precisely. Handle the repetitive stuff. Amplify your effort. And by going deep in a narrow niche, you might actually dominate it.
Interesting. The report looked at some real examples, right? One-person tech successes, like Card, Banner Bear, even Stardew Valley, the game.
Yeah, SaaS companies, e-commerce, games. It seems common threads were things like freemium models to start, keeping things simple, focusing maybe on privacy or a very specific niche,
Yeah.
and bootstrapping.
Bootstrapping, funding it yourself initially.
Right, lots of them prioritize getting actual paying customers early on, building that loyal user base before looking for big investment. Hard work, adaptability, really listening to early users. That seems key.
So for someone starting out solo in AI, what business models make sense? The report mentions SaaS, subscription models, recurring revenue.
Yeah, those are attractive for scalability. Also, AI as a service, offering your AI via APIs. Data monetization is another possibility, but you have to be careful of privacy, obviously.
And just straightforward consulting, using your expertise directly.
Sure, that brings in cash flow quickly, but it might be harder to scale up compared to a product. It really depends on the founder's skills and the market they choose.
Looking further out, maybe 5, 10 years, how does a solo founder stay competitive? Constant innovation, I guess. McKinsey stressed how fast AI evolves.
Absolutely. Continuous learning, adapting the product, and smart market penetration using online channels, maybe even AI for marketing, as Kashi KS suggested.
Partnerships, too. Expanding reach without building a huge team.
Definitely. Strategic partnerships, integrations, and more automation using AI to handle the growing workload, as Startup Stash suggested. You have to leverage tech to scale.
What about funding? Bootstrapping seems like the default start. What about angels or VCs?
Angels might be an option, though they might look closely at a solo founder, traditional VC. Maybe tougher, unless you show amazing traction. But Assembly AI mentioned alternatives, crowdfunding, grants. Those can be crucial early on, let you keep more control.
Right. And finally, the future trends. Things like agentic AI, generative AI getting more powerful. The market growth projections are huge. UNCTAD mentioned trillions.
Yeah, huge potential opportunities in healthcare, education, automation, lots of sectors. But as Sifted warned, with more accessible tools, you really need to stand out.
Find your unique angle.
Exactly. Specialized knowledge, unique data, maybe a strong community,
Yeah.
something defensible long term.
So wrapping up, it's a fascinating picture. Solo AI founders, it's demanding, no doubt. But the mix of powerful AI tools and that lean, agile approach, it creates real possibility.
It really does.
Maybe for listeners, it sparks an idea. Is there a specific problem you see that a focused AI could tackle? Hopefully, this deep dive has given you some things to think about for your own potential path in AI.